nonprofit food distribution and training facility that provides food to over 700 member agencies out in our community. These agencies in turn supply food to around 812,000 individuals each year. On average, that's 1 in 6 adults and 1 in 5 children.
Well, when you first go to the food depository, they teach you that they support over 650 food banks. And the reason they do that is because 1 in 6 people in Cook County is food insecure. That means that at some time last year they visited one of those food banks. Another stat they give you is 1 in 5 children are food insecure.
Working for the food depository is amazing because you are helping so many people. They supply over 160,000 meals a day.
It is just a surprise every Wednesday night what type of project we're going to be working on. Are we going to be scooping beans and rice and weighing them? Are we going to do the salvage line where we go through all the food drive products? Or are we going to be creating senior boxes?
One of my favorite things about volunteering is at the end of the shift, a GCFD staff member will gather all the volunteers together and tell us exactly how many pounds of food that we packed in the evening, and it always works out to several tons of food. And so that's impressive, just the volume alone of what we've packed. And then there's the feeling that because of me and what I've done for 3 hours, somebody will have food to eat tomorrow.
Over the years, I heard terms of food pantry, food kitchens, and I realized that these are the arms and legs of feeding the people. But I've learned that working at the Greater Chicago Food Depository is really the heart of the process.
In October 1994, I started volunteering at the Chicago Food Depository with the Women's Fellowship from our church. It soon became an all-church project.
And from the staff perspective, it's a whole new dynamic. You just realize how much easier it is on Wednesday evenings when you know that people will show other volunteers what to do, talk about the food depository on our behalf, and just be that group that's central, they know what's going on, and that dedication just explodes to a whole new factor. Speaking of dedication, part of the program at the food depository is that each volunteer is able to designate a pantry to send their labor credit to. So each volunteer is able to give essentially $15 of additional food credit to a pantry of their choice. And throughout the years, there have been anywhere from 3 to 5 different pantries that Downers has supported. And we know alone that from Janet Friel's, it's been about $14,000 in additional food credit that she's been giving out. So when I think about the food depository and I think about Wednesday nights, you can't have a Wednesday night session without your church being part of it. You're part of the group that formed the Wednesday night session, and you're part of the group that keeps it going on. But each and every volunteer that comes with Downers is absolutely fantastic, and on behalf of the whole food depository, thank you so much for your dedication, for your mission, and for just being there and being absolutely awesome.
But one of my fondest memories of volunteering for the food depository is that I ended up meeting my wife there. We both met when we were volunteers, and now we're both on staff there. So you never know what's going to happen or what comes from volunteering until you do it.